The Whiskey Brothers podcast is intended for an adult listening audience. If you find yourself easily offended, I guarantee this will do it.
They don't want no problems, nah.
From Houston, Texas, the Whiskey Brothers podcast starts now.
Welcome, everybody, to the Whiskey Brothers podcast 991. We are the Whiskey Brothers. All of us in the studio, Slade Ham, Sam Damaris, Jerry Wayne Longmire, Trey Tutson. Live on many platforms. We are here on Twitch. We are also on YouTube. And more importantly, we're live here in the studio. Adam Taylor, 1s, 2s, through the 6s, 7s, and 8s.
It just feels good when Adam's here. I mean, we love the other guys.
I know, but
it
feels here, this feels like all five players are on the court.
That it does,
which
exactly.
Usually makes for the worst episodes when everybody's firing on. I remember back in the day when it was the original cast, me and Sam and Johnny and Rob. There was a stretch there where when we started out, everything was kicking ass and we were all working, and then we kind of all went off our separate ways, and then sometimes would all reconvene, and it was always like when we were at full strength, that's when everybody did the worst. It was just like, really, nobody brought any punches. We're just not gonna. We're not even try, are we? That's all right. That's cool.
We were so excited that we had all four of us in the room. We were like, this is going to go great.
Yeah. No, fuck. You end up naming the episode, so what else is going on?
Give it up for the troops.
Cheers to all of you. We're drinking various things. Our good friend T, fantastic cinematographer in his own right, sent us a bottle of Black Feather a while back. We're getting through that. And then I'm back on my double oak from Old Humble, my friends there at the distillery. As we're on multiple platforms, we're also on Spotify, unless we're taking ourselves off. What's going on? I am, you know, this is one of those stories that it fought its way to me. I haven't logged into shit today. Yet I know how. It's
Did
like
somebody pop up in a video game like, "Hey, before you kill this guy."
Yeah, that's what
Neil
it's like.
Young's fucking up Spotify right now.
It's like Rod Stewart in a grocery store. You just can't. I didn't want to hear this, but I can't. I need it.
I had to read it because I hadn't seen Neil Young's name in an article in so long.
I thought he died in '94.
I thought it was Neil Patrick Harris.
I apparently thought it was Vince Neil or Vince Young.
That's all the show tunes are off.
I only knew him because like 5 or 6 years ago he took over Tyco's electric train division. Because he has a disabled son that has some disease where he can't use his hands very well.
That's how you know Neil Young.
No, I mean, I only know him. That's the only thing I've read about him in years. Okay. I'm sorry. No, I love Neil Young, actually. I grew up on
Harvest Moon, Mirror.
No. Old man, take a look at my life. That's my shit right there. Yeah. But he, took over their electric railroad train division, and he designed these controllers and stuff for kids with disabilities to run model electric railroads, and nobody told him that kids don't give a shit about model electric railroads
right
anymore.
It's just so let's for those of you who don't know what's going on, Neil Young has gone on protests saying that that if Spotify doesn't take Joe Rogan off for all of his misinformation, then he'll pull all of his music. And then Joni Mitchell agreed. And then I don't know if you could tell where I stand on this whole thing. Some of these other 70s artists started crawling
Nils
up out
Lofgren.
of the ground. Oh, really? Him too?
Which the question I have to strike: whose music can we do without?
Oh.
Because it's like some of these, I don't know, like these names. I'm like, I can't, like you
don't recognize.
I don't recognize. So it's like, they take that shit off. Like it's like,
I bet there's.
If I got it, anybody worry about you.
I bet half of Montgomery County right now got their fingers crossed. Let Lil Nas X. Let Lil Nas X get me. Somebody tell Lil Nas X Joe Rogan's telling lies.
That's
tell him Joe Rogan hates gay people.
No.
So I would say the obvious choice for a decade plus has been Nickelback. We've all
Coldplay.
Yet they remain so popular.
But aren't they? Aren't they
those
good,
Montgomery
though?
County people?
Aren't they good though?
We define good.
Well, here's the thing.
Popular.
They had well-produced, well-published music.
Popular.
And they're good at making catchy shit.
Popular.
And I feel like you cannot have longevity if you are once you it comes a point where when you just start making shit
Well, here's the problem. They had one good song, and then they just keep writing it.
All right, so they're the baby of Nickelback.
See,
is
also
the
Creed.
It's right. But they took that and did it even more. Like they were like, oh, we see how how like somebody's like, oh, we've formed a faster way to do this. The Nickelback came in and brought robots.
Yeah,
And
we've come a long way from Elvis Presley writing the same song 1,000 times.
No, he stole the same song. 1,000.
And amazingly from different black people. Not only do they look the same, they write the same.
I know what I like.
I know what I like. Yeah, I got a type.
I know how I sound.
So what is your Nickelback's worth of nickels?
Well, I they're the band that I probably just fundamentally can't like. They're bad music objectively.
So what's in the fourth spot?
What's it? What do you mean?
Well, I guess that's be your one.
That's
who's in the two spot for you?
Also them, followed by their solo projects, followed by whatever they like,
Nickelback.
All the things they
followed
span,
by their top 5.
all the things they spawn. The fucking theory of a dead.
Oh God,
Creed,
theory of
Nickel-
a dead
Five-finger
Creed.
death punch.
Five-
Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
that's the worst band ever.
Oh, they're garbage. They're hot garbage.
Five-finger death punch. This is
Go.
You go
okay.
ahead.
No.
have an opinion.
I just fuck.
yeah.
You're fucking with bad company, man. Go the fuck on. And this pandering ass video where you're dancing around troops and I'm back. Fuck off, man. Die.
No,
God
what
damn.
kills
They
me
did
is-
everything but raise the flag at Iwo Jima. If
Yeah.
they'd done a fucking version of
That's
that,
in the next video. I can guarantee goddamn tea.
oh, you put the j on it.
Dude,
Hard ja.
I love when people find them in the metal and they're just like, dude, I fucking love metal, man. I went and saw Five-Finger Death Punch last. I'm like, we're not the same. We are not the same.
So-
Some of the shit in my Spotify playlist would make you fucking cry if you think that's metal.
Tell Marzi you went to see Five-Finger Death Punch. See if you make it out of the room.
Oh God, that's
You'll have that little Iranian fucking ninja kicking you in the head before you even know what happened.
there.
So fucking bad.
So what's the worst music in your mind? It's outside of Elvis Presley's Blue Christmas, which I will tell you is the worst, and Fireflies
brother.
by
There it
Owl
is.
City.
There it is.
Owl City's Fireflies, Elvis Presley's Blue Christmas. I know. Am I hurting you in your beard?
Oh,
Did I
God,
get you in
think
your
that's
beard?
the one.
That's shit.
What, by Blue Christmas?
Blue Christmas. Yeah.
Even your
Bro, when they do that shit right there, I have.
A piece of my soul splintered.
funny.
Good. I hope it was the part that liked that high pitched yodeling
Oh,
shit, because
no.
every time I hear it, I have PTSD. I don't know what happened to me to that
It's
song,
really
but when they
fucking
do
bad.
that, doo-doo-doo-doo,
I gotta say, even your fake heart
yeah,
attacks
bro.
look real. It's like, oh shit, it's going down.
It'd be weird if I really had one. We'd be like, what the fuck? Man, he played that really good.
Gonna be the boy who cried heart.
Yeah.
At least I ain't the boy that cried sugar.
the boy who cried wolf brand chili.
Like I
Right
said, boy who cried. Boy who cried wolf brand chili. Boy who cried, I see it. That's fucking me. Oh fuck, that's funny.
So what's wrong? Okay, aside from that, we probably fundamentally agree on a lot of music. Who are you going?
Most of what I'd like to see get off, is just the Luke Bryan and pop country.
I knew it was gonna be
all
your
that
answer.
kind of crap.
I knew it was gonna be your answer.
I don't really got anything against anybody else's music. I don't really care for any of the mumble rap, really, the Lil Yachty
Yes.
and Kodak Black and all that stuff.
Sucking ass.
I'm sorry. I tried. I really tried.
Oh, you
I love
tried?
hip hop, but it is awful. God, it's awful.
Well, that's one version. You can't, you know what I mean? It's a wide.
Is there a better? Who's the
There's
best
a
mumble
bunch.
rapper?
Future is the best.
Oh, I
mumble
love
rapper.
Future. I actually do enjoy the fuck out of Future.
All right, well, he's the best.
But everybody else is just
That's a
copying
very.
him.
That's I certainly enjoy the fuck out of some Future.
Fuck out of Future.
Migos
I seen
is the
two
worst
white
thing to
dudes
happen
in
to
Home
music.
Depot do better Future than Future.
Yeah. That's really funny.
Migos is the worst thing to happen to hip hop.
Migos?
Really?
Yes.
I
Migos,
like them
bang.
too, man.
Wait,
Garbage.
that's breakfast eggs. That's
It's Fox and Socks, man.
No, it's short for Casamigos. That's not what it's short for.
oh,
the tequila.
Casa.
Casamigos, yeah. No, Migos is the shit. I wouldn't put them up there. You can't handle it? You don't like the...
I'll give him Bad and Bougie. That was a great track. But other than
Okay.
that, nope.
Here's my...
You guys are so far out of my level of understanding. Literally,
Really?
the last 6 sentences you said sounded like hieroglyphics.
Well, that was the thing I was going to tell you, Trey, is that earlier, if you ever want to know where I fall on the blackness spectrum, even I can't name any Vince. Neil Young.
Neil Young. Damn.
Neil Young.
That's how much you don't fuck with him. You calling him a washed up quarterback.
I really want to see a band called Vince Neil Young.
That's how
Once.
It'll be.
Well, they're only good for one album, and then they retire.
Yeah.
He's one called Dr. Old Man.
He's gonna throw a football.
That's wild.
And then like the Joni Mitchell thing, I'm like, wow, every girl in high school who shot me down and they eventually turned out of the closet is probably really upset about that.
Okay.
Niels Lofgren, I don't know who the fuck that is. Bruce Springsteen said he might join. That's gonna kick him in the dick. And then the big rumor is they're saying Dave Grohl might yank.
What? Then you know what? He's crossed the line. That's too far, Dave Grohl. You're supposed to be an impartial, the best of us.
Springsteen's one of them dudes, though, that he has voiced his ridiculous opinions so many times that nobody cares anymore.
No.
You know what I mean? You're still gonna listen to Born in the USA. They're still gonna listen to My Hometown. They're still gonna listen to that damn Secret Garden song.
That's why him doing it is, I think, a big deal because these other motherfuckers are all going, hey, I'm back. Remember, I'm still alive?
But no.
He don't need the fucking money.
Mark my word. It is Dave Grohl is tiptoeing so dangerously close to Patton Oswalt level. It's annoying. He's getting right up there.
Explain.
With being the most just let me excuse me, move over a little bit more to the left, photographer, so you can get the back. I want you to see my hand pat myself firmly on the back. If you can just I'll make sure it's in the shot. Then get the mirror so you can see the tear. I squirted myself in the face with some tears. I want you to see those in the mirror because somebody accidentally said something about something that I heard. So I just want you to catch me authentically in the moment in the green room, if you will.
I just think, man, like it's easy for Spotify to go, Neil Young goes, pick him or me. It's easy for Spotify to go, bye Neil Young, bye Joni Mitchell.
Exactly.
Bruce Springsteen, they're like, okay, hang on, look, our stock is fucking plummeting. If Dave Grohl says him or me, what do you fucking do now?
Well, these people,
you live without Foo Fighters.
Yeah. Okay. Well, these people aren't the top streaming artists.
No,
you know what I mean?
Well, but
if Drake
Dave Grohl
came out and said, "I'm pulling," that could fuck up Spotify.
Dave Grohl's up there. I would put Dave Grohl's Spotify numbers next to Drake's.
Okay,
I bet I would.
Probably.
Vince Neil Young, by the way, wants to know Dr. Feelgood's credentials. There we go.
But they're a Swedish company, Spotify, so I wonder how ABBA's doing on the platform. Are they going to pull?
I want to say
it's Ace of Base.
I don't know if there's. The thing is this, like, you never know when you're gonna either need a song or use a song until you can't,
right?
You know what I mean? So like for a temporary moment, for some unforeseen circumstances, they pulled R. Kelly shit, and I don't really.
What happened?
I know it was like something crazy,
weird,
dating stuff. But they had pulled his music. And I was like, all right, I don't really listen to R. Kelly, anyway. Right. But then like, you like DJing at a party.
Somebody wants
and
to
you
hear
need
Summer
something
Bunnies
to get everybody going. You're like, I don't have.
We both went to 12.
No,
play.
y'all went to 12 play, but I'm like, well,
I went to remix to it.
I don't have Step in the Name of Love. That's a that's a line dance. You can put that on, and that kind of gets shit going. You can get it. You're like, I don't have that. I don't have. Like you said, I don't have Ignition. I don't have. You start thinking about this catalog. You're like, damn.
These music services,
we've lost some bangers.
They got to figure it out. If you don't have everything, close shop.
Yeah,
Well,
I think that there should be like, how you pay for a premium. You should pay for a canceled. There should be a list of people that
list.
You
can only get to with the premium.
Yeah, and maybe it's $3.99.
What if Neil Young and Bruce Springsteen and Joni Mitchell? What if they all?
You said Mitchell.
That was Freudian. You heard it. If I said it, it's because we both thought it. The point is that
we're telekinesis.
The point, but what if they put them? What if Spotify was willing to put them behind a paywall, and all the proceeds from their paywall for Spotify Dickhead Premium or whatever that guy is,
Spotify did,
and all the proceeds went to whatever dumb cause Neil Young still believes in.
Or all the underage women that R. Kelly
Oh yeah.
Oh, a fund like that. So we could
Oh,
still
pay their
listen,
parents again?
we could still listen to R. Kelly.
This fund's gonna have to be split up a lot of different ways.
These are Spotify's.
These
bro.
are
I get some
Spotify,
money
yeah.
to these girls over here. We got to defund Joe Rogan.
I'm just gonna come out right now and say Michael Jackson molested me too.
They're Swedish. I've seen the way they deconstruct a dresser. I bet they can get
that's
this split
really
up.
funny.
That's good luck putting that shit back together by yourself. If you're
That's really funny.
that's
Here's my other question that I was gonna ask you, because you'd be the one out of the four of us who would know.
Oh, okay.
If Dave Grohl decided to pull, what about his ownership of Nirvana's content? Like,
so I don't.
because that's another kick in the dick. If he's taking his and Nirvana with him.
I don't know if he's got the right. I don't know who owns the Nirvana catalog. Somebody's got executive.
Probably
say-
Shaq.
Say so.
Fucker owns everything, dude.
No, I mean, it's
Shaquille
probably
O'Neal owns everything.
probably between him and Francis Bean.
Right.
And
She
and-
probably
that's-
has.
You know, that's like the new trend now with a lot of these older recording artists and stuff. You'll see them like, oh, he just made such and such deal to sell the rights to his catalog.
Mm-hmm.
And they're taking these big payout because they get this big chunk lump sum payoff.
Shakira sold
and they
for,
don't
like,
give a shit
a
who owns
crazy
their
amount.
music after they're dead and gone, but it means they'll be in money for the rest of their life.
Yeah, and you will, but it's you start looking at some of the stuff like what goes on with Prince's estate and some of these others. Man, some of this music is. I'd make an argue that it's got historical value.
Yeah,
like
public domain.
Prince's. I'm not. Yeah, and somebody should. The family should certainly benefit from the artistry, but they also shouldn't be able to sequester the. Like that's ours, y'all. That's Prince. We let him walk among us.
Yeah.
For a while, as a mortal. We let that happen, and we didn't say nothing. We didn't poke holes in his glitter or anything.
Yeah.
And
I feel you. Yeah.
So in the chat, they said that Courtney Love owns the rights to Nirvana's catalog. That's
She owns a
Now-
portion. She does
I
not
was about to
own
say
the
now
whole
that
outright
Francis
rights.
Bean turned 18, there's no way she's got it full. Nate Williams said that said R. Kelly's issues weren't with the data stream; it was another stream. And Bob Dylan apparently sold all his shit, which I'm like,
Yeah.
yo, bro,
See?
Well,
I'm on my way out.
So that's what's funny
Fucking
about Bruce
take it.
Springsteen saying pull. He just did one of these deals where he sold the rights to all his whole catalog.
well, so
So do you have the right to pull your catalog now if you don't own it?
well, that's the thing. It's the who owns shit anymore anyway. You got to keep coming up with a new contract for who owns what version of what. Like
You know
right,
who owns all they shit? Soulja Boy.
probably.
Soulja Boy owns.
You know why? Because
all
nobody
his shit.
wants the rest of it.
Yeah,
That's
you
the,
own what motherfuckers don't
yeah.
want.
Yeah, he's right there with Dallas Cowboys season tickets.
Yeah.
He's or Texans tickets. You
Yeah.
could leave those bitches. You could leave his catalog on the front seat of your car with it unlocked outside of the secret group, and that bitch would be there tomorrow.
I bet Chad Kroger owns all of
Kiss Me Through the
Nickelback's
Vine.
rights.
But it's a. Aren't they just giving away like the digital, like this version of it, right? You don't own the hologram version of it because it hadn't come out yet. I'm gonna own the hologram version of all my music when it comes
Well,
out.
the little the blonde girl.
Boy, that narrows
Swift,
it down.
Taylor
Taylor
Swift.
All right.
So somebody bought the rights. She got kind of screwed, and somebody bought the rights to all her music. So she just went and re-recorded it.
Which is all you got to do.
New masters.
That's
new
it.
rights.
Yeah, but then you got to call
Boy,
up
that
and
sounded
out.
weird.
Yeah,
That's-
boy.
And you follow it with the word boy.
That's not a mistake. There'll be no sound clips of that.
Oh no!
I guess-
Oh no!
So
we
no-
all have access to this shit.
So episode title? I mean,
I heard it, and then I said "boy," and I was like, "Oh, well, let's just amp it up."
that's too far.
Yeah.
Goddamn, Nate Williams coming with the knowledge. Digital Millennium Copyright Act outlines it all. In a sale, all rights go to the owner. Public domain becomes pretty sketchy in the future.
Oh, that DMCA shit. That's why I can't sell the songs I bought off iTunes in 2006.
Yeah.
When that was all brand new. Remember, you could buy an album, but you couldn't do anything with it.
You
They
just
were
had
like,
it.
yeah, it was like if I wanted to give it to you, I didn't have a way. It was like I had it, but I had it in like an .aa some weird file that only was accessible to my iPod. So I had a digital version, and then I didn't.
When you turned me into Sound Exchange and everything,
Mm-hmm.
turned me on to Sound Exchange, I started digging through all that stuff on my first album and found out they had claimed ownership rights of my material on my first album. And I had to fight and fuss with them and everything to get all that back in my name, not because I want to make money off it because I want to get rid of it. I'm taking my shit off Spotify too. It don't have nothing to do with Joe Rogan though.
To own this shit to delete it. That's hilarious.
I'm taking it off because it's bad.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I've been trying to buy every copy of my first album back since I put that bitch out. There's
Did you found the other 3 yet?
There's 997 copies out there.
Damn, dude.
3 people are dead, so I ain't worried about them. That's it's terrible.
I remember years later we found one in your fucking car. And
Like 996.
I
Still
popped
in
it.
that car.
And it's been broken into 9 times. Yeah.
I popped it in the CD player of his car. He was like, "Bro, don't do that." I was like, "Come on, man. Come on. Let's fucking do it. Come on."
Hard.
Woo.
I
Yeah.
did that with mine. I was like, I'm gonna sit here and listen. How bad could it be? I mean, it was funny. I was
Shit.
like, fuck.
But what's fucked up, man? I hear people laughing on it.
Yeah.
I was like, we're the same people we used to be, right?
That is
So,
wild. You're like,
people
what's worse, the
didn't change.
material or the people?
I found a DVR where that same distribution group had funded for me to film a DVD at the Laugh Stop in the second location, and finally found a way to get it so I could watch it and everything.
Right.
It was like, God, what are y'all laughing at, you sons of bitches?
Bro,
You know?
garbage. Garbage. But that's always the artist's dirt, right? You never like your old shit. Like there's
I have a video of the set I won from the night I won Houston's Funniest, and it will never be seen by anybody but me.
right, and that night you were the funniest person in the whole city in front of people qualified to choose that.
Yeah.
That's you know what I mean? Like that's
Same.
it's wild how
that shit ain't leaking out, bro.
how bad we were.
There's one joke that survived all that.
Just one and shit.
Just
That's
one. But I am.
The eBay joke survived from my only album. It morphed into something new. It's a much better version than it used to be.
Yeah.
But it survived. Other than that, no. And I do like listening to it every now and again because I like knowing that I'm better. Like just whatever I like. If I have a set that doesn't really go my way or whatever, I'll just listen to about 5 minutes of it and be like, well, it wasn't that.
Oh no, I'd rather shove unfolded paper clips under my fingernails.
Oh no.
I was trying to listen to it like, is there any of this could be salvaged? Just, could be rewritten, be funny, and there's like a 10-minute bit about cell phone antennas and. Fuck, I'm on there. You've never even seen a cell phone antenna, have you?
Oh, that's
And Nate Williams
hilarious.
goes, why do comics want to bury their old sets so often? Won't you own your growth and maturity? Bro,
own the
No,
you see.
Nate, you've been to a lot of shows over a decade. You own my growth and maturity. I want to be what I am now, and fuck that old dude. I'm grateful he got me here, but I want to take him around back and put him down. Hey man, look over there. See that star? And then just lay him under some lies.
fucking
look, there's Elvis.
23-year-old me, 23-year-old me thinking I understood this fucking game. Like, no, that. And it's funny because you see like newer comics do it now where they're just like, yeah, man, I got this shit on lock. And you want to go, look, man, you don't really know what you, and then you just go, there's nothing I can say. They all told me it didn't fucking work. Just go ahead and do what you're doing. You'll
You gotta
you'll figure it out.
Walk
Well,
across
wait till
that
you're 60 and
minefield.
go back and look at this shit.
Exactly. That's exactly what it is.
Trey's 40 or whatever.
Oh yeah, I'm just listening to never put out an album.
But
That's all I
That's
heard.
actually what Slade
That's
told
the
me.
advice. Never put one out.
it was the best advice I had at the time.
When I put my first one out, Slade goes, "Oh, you should have recorded that."
Well, the first thing I said was, "Is it a single?" And then the second thing was, you shouldn't have, because none of it should have. It's all premature. It's what it. But isn't that like, if you think about it, like all of life is like that, right? Like everything, when you look back at it, you go, "How the fuck was I okay with that?" Right?
Yeah.
And I don't mean like even internal stuff, like technologically. Okay, 10 years ago, we were happy to sit at a bar and play Mega Touch. Right? You weren't in bars yet, but there was a game that was like an old computer sat on a desk, and it had games like Monkey Bash, where you hit a monkey and go, oh, it fly through the air. You would do crossword puzzles, or there would be a what's the difference between these titties, and you would have just like that.
Dropping like $10 a night, this motherfucker.
And we were happy to sit at this bar and play as a group on a TV. What I have 300 of in my pocket at any given moment, and we were thrilled. Thrilled. So now looking back at it, you're like, oh, I can't believe we were okay with that. That's how I am about. I think it's just evolution, and you're fine with it in the context of where you are at the time, and then you move on, and you're like, we used to talk on phones tied to a wall. How do we live?
I was a pretty damn good woodworker, did furniture and shit, made furniture people paid me a lot of money for. And I go on YouTube and watch woodworkers now. I'm like, how are you bending wood?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
What
yeah.
the fuck?
Yeah.
How you make wood bend?
Yeah. You made a wooden ball. That's impressive with no tools. That's just sandpaper and a rock. And a wow. That's impressive.
Yeah, I don't have anything I can think of.
There's nothing
back.
in your life that you can look back on. Is it because Moore's Law just makes technology advance so fast that yes, please.
Yeah, I mean
that your whole life has been.
The only thing is like, and I've seen this said before, it's just certain video game graphics. You look at you like, I can't believe we would see this and be like, this shit looks real.
What was your first? What was your first platform?
Mad Oh, I've had everything. So my first one I ever had was a Sega Genesis because my dad was a gamer. So I had everything, but the first one that I was like, I guess glued to was the original Xbox, and yeah, some of them graphics on there. It's like what the fuck. Some of them are decent, like a lot of the Halo shit, but now I'm more like, why the fuck I didn't just do PC everything? Because that shit was just like.
Good since day one.
It's good always.
Since day one.
As long as you got the graphics card to run it.
Yeah. It's been good since
That's
always.
what I got tired of with PC games is every time I got a new one, I had to basically rebuild my computer.
Oh, yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah.
Like, you got to do it, you spend
Bro, you had
half
to open
a day
this, take the
installing
side
it.
off and wires and this and that and all shit. I got to reinstall.
I can think of is like I look back on certain partners and you be like, I thought she looked good. Like you like that. That's the thing. You like, I can't believe.
Oh, your only thing that changed on you is your standards.
Yeah, it's like you be like, I was like, okay.
Looking back at the past like that's a dangerous game.
She was hot. She was just available.
But there's sometimes where like if a girl does something really fucked up, like you just never see her the same way again.
That's that.
Like I can tell you, like there's one of my exes in particular. I know for a fact she's a beautiful girl. My brain will not process her that way. If I look at her, I'm like, oh, ugly ass bitch. Like, I fucking, I fucking hate her.
Black-hearted motherfucker.
Yeah. I hate her. And I know for a fact by standards she is pretty.
Your stuff, Jack.
Do you ever go see what one looks like now though? And you're like, whoo.
Oh, bro.
Dodged a bullet.
The only reason I haven't completely deleted my Facebook
I'm done.
It's for the pleasure you get.
is solely to go back and see these heifers leading their little ducklings across the street.
I look back at some of them girls like there really is a God.
Oh,
Jesus
bro.
exists.
He
was listening to me.
No, there's not just a God. There's a pantheon. They're all there, brother. Yeah. Every one you've ever heard of is there, and they're all feeding them the fruits of their fucking what bounties. And my exes, the ones I was into, are eating them.
Reap what you sow, Sal.
Yes.
It's not just exes. I got 100% hit rate. If you shot me down,
that's the one. That's what I mean. Not exes. Yeah,
the ones that shot you down. 100%. Everyone is a fucking beast now.
I didn't get a lot of that.
I like going back.
They all look like they're in Pacific Rim suits.
Yeah.
Like they're all.
Because of the area I grew up in, it is fun to go look. And it just be, sometimes we play a drinking game. We're like, all right, let's see who's missing a limb.
Oh.
And sometimes you got like, oh, she got one leg. Oh, he missing a hand. We drink to that. That's always why you be like, damn, she look kind of good with the prosthetic. That's like, you know what I mean? You like, she missing a leg, but damn, she still kind of
lost
bad.
weight.
Where?
She slimmed up.
Did your whole class go to war? What happened?
No, it's Pasadena. Sugar beaties. Ain't even dire. It's just like,
I just worry about how many of mine look me up. I'm like, whew, dodge a bullet.
Well, that's you got to be real. You don't know where you are on the you don't know you don't know if you're the one that got away or the woo.
I had two girls in a row that I was dating when I first started doing comedy. That when we broke up, they made huge sweeping changes in their lives. Ended up getting married, turning their whole lives around. Like, you don't want to be the turning point. You know what I mean? Like, I can't believe I let that motherfucker break up with me.
JW, listen, I had a moment where there was a moment where I remember there were two girls that I cared deeply about, like in long-term relationships or whatever, and at the time that things had gone south, this and that. I wasn't with either one of them, and I remember I was like, man, they must be like in my head. It's like they're both just pining away, trying. You know what I mean? It's a matter of which one of these comes back first. We just go, we'll just wait and see, whatever. And then I remember looking up. And both those bitches got married within days of each other.
Oh,
I was like, "Whoa, that was and kids too."
Yeah.
All right. Woo!
I had a
pining away.
I had a vegan start eating meat after she broke up with me. Like, what did I do to her? What did I do to her that messed up her worldview so bad
Bro,
that she was like,
Me
steak?
and my brother
We
was
had a
doing.
kid.
Oh, go ahead.
We had a kid in high school named Ben White. I probably should put his name on there. Whatever. 3 girls
What's his
in
address?
a row.
Ben Whiter.
He was a good looking kid, but 3 girls in a row this guy dated, all 3 of them right after him came out of the closet and were gay.
Wow.
And so we were all like if a new chick came to school and she was kind of cute or whatever, if Ben walked over, like, don't go talk to her, motherfucker. We just became cock blocks on Ben. It was like, you are not allowed to speak to him. He makes you switch teams, and I want a shot.
I knew a girl that did that. So 3 guys in a row, and
see, that's the big one. That's the big one, though.
I knew all 3 of them. I'm not 100% sure it happened because of her. I just think they
Right.
decided to own it because of her.
Doesn't matter. That's still the big one. When as a dude in Texas, you look down and go, I'd rather be gay and come out to my parents at Thanksgiving than spend another goddamn minute with your trifling ass.
Yeah, these are dudes. This is actually dudes in southern Louisiana.
Even worse. Yeah. Even worse. You willing to confront that rather than be with her? Come on. You are some horrible. Woo.
The wise one. I don't know. It's just funny to be like, "Hey, bro, you still talk to Ice Mom? You still talk to a girl? What happened to a girl?" Oh no, this bitch love Jesus now. That's like, that shit.
Oh,
You like,
see, my
you'd
tangent.
rather be
My
she be
tangent.
gay.
That's
You like that?
Look, I had
Gays
you
at least
still
still
fucking.
sexual.
Yeah.
Cheers, y'all. To hey, any more bands that you need to? Anybody you need to kick off of Spotify, or anybody you need to kick off before we get out the door on 991? Shit, we're only 9 away from episode 1000.
Who do you want to see leave, Trey?
Man, shit. I don't know. All them white bands, man. I don't really. I don't know. I mean, all the white bands. I don't really know.
All the white bands.
No, probably. Honestly, probably all the stuff from like, the shit white people was doing to Charleston to. Whatever the fuck that music was.
I don't think that's
it
getting a
can
lot
go.
of hits on Spotify.
Which is why it should just be. You had me what I wanted to see go.
Okay. I want no more opera.
Nothing
Okay.
popular. No, ain't nothing. But keep the popular stuff.
I go after the Swifts and Katy Perry's and Britney Spears because I want to see white girls cry.
Oh,
See?
yeah. Oh well, you could just watch college football.
Like,
That's-
like seriously, it's just
That's why I watch it. I'm literally there for the white tears.
this weekend there was a lot.
Yes.
The conference championship games. Oh my God, watching fucking the Bengals who they fucking beat. They beat the Chiefs in Kansas City, and the camera just being dicks.
Oh yeah.
There was a fucking Bengals fan in the audience, and the camera panned to this girl crying and didn't even jump cut, just right next to the one Bengals fan. Yeah, tears falling on his fucking shoulder. He didn't give a fuck. It was like Popeye the spinach.
And that's Kansas.
The night
Or Missouri. That's
Donald Trump won the one he won, the first one.
Right.
When he won that election.
Wait,
that
the
night.
real
Yeah,
win?
yeah, the
Okay.
first one against Hillary.
January 6th, Jerry?
Okay, that's whatever.
Yeah, you look like that guy.
Oh, yeah.
The one he won against Hillary Clinton, which made sense.
All right.
Me and Rach and her mom had went to see Adele at the Toyota Center. And, it was sold out shows, incredible concert. But the whole time, I'm just kind of casually looking at the election results because I didn't really have a dog in the fight, except I didn't like Hillary, but I didn't really like this motherfucker either.
Right.
But I'm just looking at it on my phone. Behind me, the seats are like stepped up. So behind me, there are 4 Jewish ultra-liberal chicks from Brooklyn who are here visiting somebody and seeing Adele.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I know this because they never shut the fuck up from the minute we got
They're
into the
from
stadium.
Brooklyn.
And telling everybody who they were and bitching about everything. And this chick looked over my shoulder and saw that he won Wisconsin and lost her shit. How's this happening? How's this happening? How's this happening? And then I just kept pulling the results up and holding my phone like this. And every time he won another state, I'd
Fuck you,
look over at
bitch.
Folk Rachel and be like, he just won Florida. And I just
Yo.
hear,
That is awesome. And you look like you look. But
Yeah.
you probably didn't have no fight, but
bro, you
you
look
walked
like-
out like, yes, just because these bitches was annoying.
Yeah.
You're like,
You look like you went because it was Tiki Torch night.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I
Like
got 2 hours of mileage out of that election. I enjoyed every minute of it.
See, making white women cry is fun.
1,000%.
Hey, I just want to go on record as saying I don't. Oh fuck! All right, let's.
There's
You
a
couldn't
white
even
woman
fuck
crying
with me.
right
No.
now because of you.
That
somewhere.
probably so.
Favorite thing to do.
Jesus Christ! All right, let's end this.
She may be homeless.
That's Trey Tutson, Jerry Wayne Longmire, Sam Damaris. I'm Slade Ham, 991 in the can. YouTube, the place to follow everything us. We go live on there and on Twitch. You can follow all of this as we go. We're doing a big live something for 1,000. I don't know how we're doing it yet, but stay tuned. Something is
right.
going to happen between now and then. We got like 3 or 4 weeks to figure that out. Special thanks to Adam Taylor as always being in the house. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to be back with episode 992, which means you guys don't go anywhere. We'll see you soon.
They don't want no problems. Nah.
Music provided by Scarface. Thank you for listening to yet another excellent episode of the Whiskey Brothers Podcast, the world's funniest podcast ever. The Whiskey Brothers Podcast was made in America by Americans, mostly in and around the Houston area. All content copyright the Whiskey Brothers. This concludes our broadcast day. Goodbye.